welcome to day 2 of Prince's laydown training. I hope you enjoyed the first one. I guess you did if you're here. Today we're going to see if we can make a little bit more progress. Probably won't spend too long on it today, probably just 5 or 10 minutes, but we'll see where Prince takes this today.
So I'm going to do a few more voiceovers in this video because I liked being able to add the commentary in real time with what is happening in the videos. Let me know in the comments below if you like the voiceovers or if you would prefer not to hear my voice while watching me train. Right now I'm just brushing up on the basics with Prince, just reviewing everything we did in day 1 and getting his brain into thinking mode for our second session. To recap from last time, I'm having him walk in that small circle around me and I'm rewarding him when he puts his head down again. Right here he gets distracted, picks his head up and looks at me, which isn't bad. He's just kind of trying to figure out what I'm asking him, so I ask him to keep doing his circles again. Another recap from last time is that pawing can be a sign of thinking, but I want to see where he's going with it before I try to reward him for it. As you can see in this clip, he's kind of fallen asleep a little bit, so any amount of effort that he gives me, I'm going to reward. After the pawing, that little step he took in the back was nice. I really like the steps that he takes in these next few clips, because even though they're small ones, you can really see the weight starting to shift in his hindquarters.
Good. Good boy!
So besides those clips that you just saw, Prince had kind of fallen asleep a little bit and wasn't really trying very hard. So instead of just tapping him on the belly, I started to play around with driving him into the trick by taking my whip around behind and adding some pressure behind him to get him thinking forwards. And once he reacted to that pressure from behind, I took my whip back to his belly and directed it downwards into our trick. As you can see here, this method is starting to work for him. You can see him thinking a little bit more and trying a little bit harder.
Good boy! I don't know if y'all could see it from that angle, but while he was doing this, he picked his back foot up very far on the far right side, and I liked where he was going with that.
Notice how his weight shifts a lot in the back here. That's another really good sign that he's starting to think downwards.
Good.
Notice these itty bitty steps he's taking in the front where he kind of just bends a knee and then puts it down a little bit further in front of him, that's another really good sign of progress. So Prince was a little bit lazy for this session, but the highlight of it is definitely in this clip where he moves his hind feet around just a little bit. He's not really going anywhere, he's just shifting his weight right about here, and then he takes 2 steps very close to one another, right here and here.
Oh, he is so thinking about it there. Good boy. So he kind of fell into the rut of standing with his nose down and then not doing anything, not really thinking. So I'm trying to add energy behind him here, but keep him thinking down here. And I'm playing around with the down here and the energy here, and it seems to be working for him, getting him thinking.
Prince does the same thing here, shifting his weight from foot to foot in the back, which I really like, but sadly I can't reward him because him and I both get distracted by Tugs over there.
What you doing, Tugs?
So this is the most frustrating part of the lay down training process because they really are making progress, but it really doesn't look like much at all. That is why it's so important to look for the tiniest thing your horse does that might be an indication that they're thinking of lying down. So these itty bitty steps he's taking in the back where he's shifting his weight a lot from foot to foot, I really like where he's going with that.
Good. I like where his head is at right now.
While Prince is pawing, he takes an itty bitty step with his back left foot that I like, but since he's still pawing, I don't see fit to reward him. He takes that same step in the back, but a bit bigger this time, and so I think that is a really good place to reward him.
Good boy! Okay, Prince didn't do too bad today. He didn't make as much progress as he did the first day, but these are the really hard steps. So now he knows, okay, I need to keep my nose to the ground. All right, I know I need to take slow steps. Okay, and then he kind of got to the point where he was just standing there with his nose to the ground and didn't really know what to do next. So this is the point where you really need to be paying attention to the smallest things that they do. It may not look like much, but rewarding them for it can lead to them trying again harder next time. All right, day 2 is done. I'll see you for day 3.